That's my guy. But I'm far away from where Dirk is. I know he told you I'm better than him in his prime, but it's not true. I'm far away from him. You know, he was example for everybody. He was an idol to many people, and he still is. And he just been amazing to me. You know, I always ask him for help if I need.
The bright lights and tall buildings of downtown Los Angeles setting the scene for us here tonight. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got the Monster, Wilson out there with Cowboy. Then there's the Miracle Man, and it's Leonard in at the shooting guard. And for Los Angeles, Nurkic is out there with Anderson. Then there's Hunter. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Herter in at the 2 spot. Here's the Monster.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Now, here's Brogdon. Pass to Hunter. Launches it. The shot. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Yeah, I thought that had to do with getting the starters in foul trouble and then taking advantage of the substitutes, and that led to a huge disparity on the scoreboard.
Up top, Brogdon. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend it.
It's really a little bit insane to think that back in 2016, Malcolm Brogdon was a second-round pick. This guy's a special shooter. He's incredibly efficient. He's already led the league in free throw percentage, and we know he takes pride on the defensive end. This guy is a real player in today's NBA.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Over to the left wing. Here's Nurkic. He can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Anderson gets it to go. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking.
The feed to Nurkic. Dishes to Anderson. Back to Nurkic. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Playoff seeding so important here. Let's have a look out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And of course the Clippers just need to take it a game at a time.
You know, for Los Angeles, they've been stuck in a rut the entire season. We talk about teams maximizing their potential. Well, the opposite's been the case with this group.
I think for them, it's obviously been very disappointing. And I get the sense it's starting to weigh on them night in and night out.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Herter. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Brogdon. The dish to Anderson. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
You know, typically when you go that hard to the rack, you can make a living at the charity stripe, and that's exactly what happened.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. For three, Brogdon. Offensive rebound. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Count that bucket.
Timeout. They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively they are connected and on a string.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Let's take a look at the teams that have done a great job of converting turnovers into points since the All-Star break.
And since the break, we've seen them ambush their opponents with that attacking brand of defense. And boy, have they reaped the rewards offensively.
And Murray, here we go. Denied by Morant. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
3-on-3. Got a piece of it. Here's Panescu. That's tipped. They get it back. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And here they come. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition. And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Murray outside. The pass to Fuller. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Los Angeles leading by 8. Passes it to Money. Puts up a 3. Tillman grabs the miss. And Los Angeles guys shooting 31% here early on. Not getting the shots they'd like. Hunter, no good.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And that one's good. Morant.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morant against Murray. Pass to Fuller. Back to Murray. From deep. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3. And here is Los Angeles now. 7-point differential. And finished off by Morant.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shot at the rim.
Panescu. He's covered by Beal. Fires it up. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
From down in the low post, it goes.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Pass to Hunter. he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we've got... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Miracle Man. Cowboy is out there with Wilson. Then it's the Kid, and it's the Monster in at the center position. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for the Clippers. Kevin Huerter comes in for DeJounte Murray. Back to Nurkic, lock at 6. Huerter, no good. Los Angeles leading by 11. The pass to Miracle Man. Sinks the triple. Miracle Man's got 9 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Passes it to Huerter. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. And again, the turnover by the Clippers. And the Clippers making a change here. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And the Clippers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
And taking a look now at the stats for Nurkic.
Just an incredible month of basketball. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Burton, the pass to Brogdon. The 19-foot shot, again, Los Angeles.
There is just a consistency to Malcolm Brogdon's shot. Doesn't matter if it's a mid-range, it looks the same.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
Oh, as he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
Leonard with the steal. Pass to the Monster. Here's Miracle Man. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Brogdon left side. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's the Monster. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For Los Angeles, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Both shots good from the stripe. The Clippers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Burton, the pass to Brogdon. To the paint. It's tipped. Fast break. Here we go. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Burton, the pass to Anderson. Sinks that one from the post. Anderson's got his second bucket.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Miracle.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And the kid picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Anderson. Out of hand on it. And they'll keep possession. And what hot hands have been coming from the ranks of the small forwards this past month. A look at the leading shooting percentages for those players. You look at the Magician, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Money is also a very good shooter. Such a beautiful stroke.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
The combination of scoring and passing at that PG position makes Morant valuable, an all-around player with a bright future.
And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. A huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard gives him an advantage in matchups, lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
And the Clippers making a change here. And Greg, with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him up top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Wilson, but they recover it. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, this is how you shut him down. A tremendous contest against a very skilled player.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And what a season he's had at the foul line thus far. 86% from the line. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Money's checked in for Los Angeles. Los Angeles calls timeout. Embiid, he's checked in for Wilson.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for ABC. The past month has been surreal. Averaging about 22 points per, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
It feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
You see the court awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
Murray, the pass to Fuller. The shot comes out. Good D by Embiid. And Embiid has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Well, the speed and athleticism of Bradley Beal on display, streaking out for the early offense.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Hanescu. No good that time, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Pass to Murray. To the wing on the left. Fuller, guarded by Embiid. Here's the teardrop. And the layup good by Hunter.
With a number of moves and shots to choose from, Hunter is scary. Nice bucket there.
And there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Morant.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And so it's Los Angeles, having no problems at all. Up 29 points heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been dramatic.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Joel, an early...
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. And guys, for Los Angeles, Kenny, give us your take.
Well, shooters were popping open right and left. Exceptional ball movement. Guys racing off screens, spotting up, knocking down shots. That's the...
And now with the second half about to get underway.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this game.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Kyle Anderson is out there with Nurkic. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Hunter. And it's Herter in at the two-guard spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Miracle Man.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
The Clippers shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Now the pass to Hunter. Fires for three. Trains the three-pointer. Hunter's got his third basket of the night right there.
If you want to talk about an NBA player who has poise and vision, that's Malcolm Brogdon doing work with the pass. That is nicely done.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. And the foul goes on the Magician. That's his first foul. Los Angeles calls timeout. Timeout call. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Tyler. It's good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Brogdon outside. And Cowboys going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Burton's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Nurkic. His scoring average sitting at 15 points a game right now. That's a pretty sizable contribution. And Anderson kicks to Brogdon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown. Brogdon's got 9.
Well, what we know about Malcolm Brogdon is he is Mr. Efficiency. It doesn't matter if it's from distance.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. The three from Leonard. The offensive rebound. Pass to Miracle Man. Jacks up a three. Good on the three-point shot. Miracle Man's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Brogdon looking it over. And the foul goes on the Magician. That'll be his second foul of the game. Doris, as we've seen, NBA players are becoming more vocal on social issues. And some will say, keep politics out of sports. Should the NBA and should all sports teams be worried about that backlash?
Kevin, one of the things I admire most about the NBA is its commitment to the causes it believes in. And whether we are talking about the mental health issues of some of their players or the current situation in the country, the NBA's commitment to supporting equality and social justice is admirable. What is controversial about equality and social justice for all? Nothing. I admire their commitment. They're on the right track.
Yeah. And that one put them over the limit. And it's so early that if they're not careful, this could turn into a parade at the free throw line.
So both teams making some changes here.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Embiid, he's checked in for Los Angeles. For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Now Murray. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. To the middle. It's deflected, and he gets it back. Tillman's shot is good. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Beal from long range. Second chance shot. Bucket is good. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Murray. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for Burton. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. And that one's good. Morant.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Murray against Morant. Murray left side. Shoots. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Oh, slicing into the lane. Nice take by Bradley Beal.
There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Morant against Murray. Hanescu. He's covered by Beal. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Rebound by the Clippers. Tillman's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Now, here's Hunter. He's covered by Beal. The three. No good on the shot. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, running away with this one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Get out there with Miracle Man, and there's the monster. And it's Cowboy, and it's Wilson in at the 3. Pritchard passes to Hunter. Adkins, he's covered by Leonard. Aston Waba. Here's Atkins. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Here's the monster. He goes up again, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, that was the third straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. The Clippers shooting 40% from the field. Here's Pritchard. Right now, we're seeing more athletes willing to talk about mental challenges, be it depression or anxiety. And you know, Doris, the NBA is no exception. How encouraging do you find that?
Well, I think that whether NBA players or professional athletes in any sport, know it or not, they are looked to as examples, as role models. And so I think everybody wins in this situation, Kevin. The players, the fans themselves, many of whom are dealing with the similar challenges. So, listen, life is not easy. Wherever you can get help, go and take it. I love this initiative from the NBA.
Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. It's Nurkic, top of the key. Pass to Pritchard. 6 to shoot. Floats one. It's deflected. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Misses off the left iron. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Here's Pritchard. And the Miracle Man is going to pick up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Los Angeles calls timeout.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
From outside the arc, Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part. I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And there's the pass to Nurkic. Inside, here's Atkins. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
To the inside. The rebound by Anderson.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Can't cash in from close range. Clippers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Leonard. Pritchard passes to Atkins. 2 points. That one goes. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Off target from three-point range. For Los Angeles, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Passes it to Nurkic. Down low. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, Doris, I've heard some experts say, you look at the 6 foul limit. The NBA is basically the only sports that takes stars off the floor. Doris, what would you think if they just tacked on an extra free throw instead?
Kevin, I absolutely hate the idea. The best defensive teams at any level of basketball guard at a high level without fouling. There's the drama aspect of a player being in foul trouble, either at the start of the game or down the stretch. It has an impact on strategy. It's something that I'm a traditionalist on. I think the 6 foul rule should remain in the game.
Sinks the three-pointer.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Pritchard. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Miracle Man, the pass to the monster.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
So he gets them both. And Los Angeles guys shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. The Clippers shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And reaching an impressive milestone on the year, this will be win number 60. And guys, they have played so well this season, I think pretty much any given night, they've come in with that swagger and attitude, and they've really backed it up.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Miracle Man.
It It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Here's Miracle Man. Here's Tyler, and he converts the layup.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wasted no time on that one. Miracle Man. He's got 41.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And that was the last thing they needed. Now the clock is stopped and they put them on the line.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Miracle Man. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Miracle Man's got 43 points.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Miracle Man. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
It's almost hard to believe that somebody can throw it down like that.
It's a small club, right, Greg? I mean, it's a pretty small club, that's
Very
for sure.
exclusive.
He can really rise up.
He's a force. I mean, it gets a lot easier when you face little to no resistance.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Here's Miracle Man. The second chance effort. A nice shot by Tyler.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. You might as well sit back and enjoy this one.
And both free throws good for Anderson. And here is Los Angeles now. Here's Miracle Man. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Miracle Man's got 47 points.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
And now we've got the intentional foul. First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Los Angeles calls timeout. They're leading by 33. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
It's not completely over, and they know that. But if they carry out their game plan, they should be golden.
Los Angeles timeout.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
And an intentional foul right there. That free throw good from Anderson. No good on the second free throw. Here's Miracle Man. Keeps it alive, and Leonard stays with it.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
And that's an intentional foul. And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here's Miracle Man. And the miss. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks.